Welcome to World's Finest, the Southgate Media Group's weekly DC Comics review. As always, I am Phil Parrish, and joining me is...
Hey guys, it's Lois Hope.
Oh, you can tell it's been a good DC week, everyone.
No, I made a mistake in my comic book buying. I kind of stopped getting my digital queue automatically, and I decided to start buying on Thursday. And it just so happened that this week was a terrible week for Arrow. So I was just like, oh, I'm only going to pick up what I absolutely want. So yeah, sorry guys. That ended up being 4 things compared to Phil's 8.
So you said you're in mourning over Arrow this week?
I mean, it was a good episode, but it just took a dump over a really huge, iconic female character for shipping crap, seemingly. So I'm just like, whatever. If it doesn't change by the end of the season, I don't think I can do season 5. That's all that I can say. Like that was my final straw. I said as much at the beginning of the season. There you go. I did like the books that I picked up this week, so that helped.
Okay.
What about you?
Yeah, there was some good here. I see some promise in one or two other ones, but
not that it matters.
All right. Well, you said you got Justice League: The Dark Side War Special #1.
I was like, this is still a thing? Why is this still a thing? And then I was like, oh, movies. Damn it, DC.
Well, at the end of the last Justice League issue, whenever that was, I know they said to be continued in The Dark Side War Special #1. So I'm like, okay, all right, that'll be the last part. But
wasn't that like 3 issues ago or something?
I don't know, probably 3 months ago. But then this one, it was the end of 48. It was continued into this, and then at the end of this one, it says continued in Justice League 49. I'm like, well, why are you having a special then? Just give us the regular issues already. I was gonna say, why do you have the special when it's just taking place between 2 regular issues? I don't know.
Don't miss this exercise special offered at the regular price of $3.99. Oh God, I can't take it with Darkseid anymore. He used to be interesting, and now they've just used him way too much. Next thing you know, he's gonna have his own ongoing special, like that whole Telos thing that nobody bought. He's like, shh, don't bring that up. So yeah, that's pretty much my beef with this. But I picked it up because I saw Wonder Woman on the cover, so I thought maybe it would interest me.
Yeah, it was heavily Amazonian. What did you think of that?
It's an interesting concept, but the execution could have been a little better for me. They've just lost sight of who the Trinity are, and it's just evident in this whole Justice League Darkseid War thing.
Oh, I think they know.
Do you?
I think they know that they've messed up the Trinity, at least Superman, and I think to a certain extent Wonder Woman.
I think they've even kind of tainted Batman a little bit by all this overexposure of the Bat character.
Yeah.
He's a lone detective that has 15 million sidekicks.
Yeah, I know.
That whole thing. So it's just like, I mean, in Rebirth, it's not looking any different. I actually want to get back to kind of just exploring who Batman is without all these people around him at this point. Not gonna happen. Saddle with the kids.
And
that's what happens, folks. No, Phil.
Hey, I only have one. Leave me alone. Yeah, I guess they're cleaning up Power Ring too, because she's going to star in that book with Simon Baz.
I don't even know her real name. That's why I'm saying it. I can't even remember right now.
It's Jessica. I forget her last name.
Not to be confused with Jones. Maybe that's why they're like, we can get some name recognition going on. People like Jessica Jones on that Marvel show on Netflix. Oh, God. I guarantee you that's why.
Maybe.
Anyway. The art was good for this one, though. It's a little dark. It was like the end of the 90s kind of artwork.
Oh, you're saying about watch them give Darkseid his own ongoing. No, watch, it'll be Grail.
Something else nobody wanted and nobody asked for. They were like, oh, we like the artists and the writers, so we're going to give them work. Subsidies for comic book writers. I can dig it.
They'll be like, see, we give you female titles.
Nobody wants, except for Starfire. I never asked for Starfire, and I got it, and it was better than I ever imagined, so maybe, just maybe, if that happens, it would be unexpected.
All right, well,
so, yeah.
I give it a straight up 3. What did you think?
I gave it a 3.5. I'm really surprised in myself by saying this.
Oh, 3.5?
Girl power. they're trying at least. Like I give them so much guff, but they are trying, even if it is disingenuous as hell. They are trying.
All right. Well, since you didn't get it, I will tell you of Superman 51. Yeah. Well, it's a different team. It was a little better, but first page they gave us what we wanted. Lilith. It's a big headshot of New 52 Superman, and all he says is, "I'm dying." But I guess he's running tests in the fortress, and you know why he's dying?
Solar flares?
No, but because on one page it says just between everything from his exposure to the fire pits of Apocalypse and Darkseid War, the kryptonite he threw himself into when he was Casual Friday, and his battle with Rao from that other Justice League book.
God.
Just everything's added up.
So it wore him down, huh?
I guess so. But I mean, there's some decent things in here. He went to Smallville to tell Lana.
Really?
Yeah, that he's dying. Then he actually saw Lois for like 2 seconds.
I was gonna say, what? No, Pete? Do you think it's a metaphor? Like they really realized they messed up and they're like, yeah, we better kill this. No vestige of this shall be left.
Maybe. I don't know. It's just, well, I've seen two rumors on the internet. They're either killing off Casual Friday Superman or he's going to be powerless. But either way, you know, our favorite Superman's going to be Superman.
Yeah, with a kid and Lois.
Yeah.
Which proves that romance can work if done well and has a good established background.
That proves that people want it. No, but I also saw an article today that I don't know if it's people are saying they've seen the colored cover and everything, but Superwoman, everyone's thinking is Lois now, but they're saying which Lois?
Yeah, that's what it is. So if they are killing off this Casual Friday Superman and they make that Lois Superwoman, that would be interesting, actually.
Mm-hmm. But I saw two rumors. One was they're killing off Casual Friday, and the other one was he's gonna live, but he's gonna have no powers. So basically, he's gonna stay Clark Kent, and so there's gonna be a Clark Kent, and there's gonna be a Superman, completely separated from each other.
I mean, it sounds interesting in theory because Clark used to be an interesting character.
Mm-hmm.
Actually a lot more interesting than Superman ever was, you know?
Yeah.
But this whole post New 52 thing, they really lost the tail end of that. I don't know if they can ever get it back now.
Yeah.
Especially with the whole movie thing and them wanting to kind of line up with the other side of entertainment. I mean, really, there's barely any Clark Kent. Spoiler alert, what happened in the movie. There's literally no freaking Clark Kent anymore, so.
But yeah, it's just, you know, we're getting our Superman back, but I want him to be a whole Superman. He's Clark and Superman.
I don't know. I mean, if he's Clark at home with Lois and the kid, then I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I don't need to focus like all of that attention on Clark, but I don't think that Clark on his own, like with this, like if this Superman does lose his powers and we're exploring that, he's not even that interesting. Period. He wasn't interesting as Superman to me.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna work that out. It'll be interesting to see. All I know is keep my married with a kid, Lois and Clark, and I'm good. I don't care about anything else.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it was, like I said, a little more interesting. Of course, that first page where he says he's dying, I was like, yes.
Terrible.
Straight up got me. It's a 3.5 for me.
He's like, the first page, that's all I read, and I'm still going to give it
I'm like, oh, you really want me to get rebirth, don't you? I'm dying. Yes!
You know what? They really do want people to pick up that rebirth.
Buy rebirth #1. Throw that first shovelful of dirt on that coffin, people.
Oh my god, did anybody get Harley Quinn in the Suicide Squad? I forgot about it. I forgot about it.
No, I didn't get it.
I'm so sick of Harley Quinn at this point.
Yeah, I know. Well, at least there's New 52 Harley.
But her specials are usually pretty good, which is why I tend to pick them up. But I just forgot because it was a week late. I was like, it's not April Fool's anymore. You are a week late and $1 short, literally now.
That's what I was thinking last week. I was like, why didn't they do it last week? Because it was 2 days before April Fool's, so it would have been perfect.
I'm telling you, this rebirth thing is just got everything all willy-nilly.
Yeah, I guess.
So, moving right along, where else do you want to go? I know you read Midnighter, right?
No, I didn't.
You didn't get Midnighter?
No.
Aw, damn it. I was counting on you to tell me what happened.
Oh, I thought you got it. I thought you were going to say, it's so good. No, but you're gonna yell at me. But I did get Green Lantern 51.
You wanted to see what happened after 50. That's totally understandable.
Yeah. I don't know.
Is it gonna matter though with Rebirth? I mean, that's the only thing that I don't know about Rebirth. Like, is it gonna matter?
That's what I don't know because like
I'm screwed if it is.
The big thing in this issue, like Hal went like all he was basically he looks like a construct. He's all big green and glowy, and like he didn't remember anything, but then he snapped back to normal. And his brother's like, "You don't remember that?" And he's like, "No." So I don't know if this is going to be like another Superman situation where him and Parallax are going to get merged or something. Who knows?
Ooh, now that could be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind Parallax so much. I don't.
But I mean, it was another decent one. I'm gonna give it another 3.5.
I'm gonna be so screwed if this stuff counts for the Rebirth because I've skipped so many issues of all the big Justice League members that it's just like, yikes.
I just think they're gonna write Rebirth where if you didn't pick up anything before that, that 80-page special, you're not gonna be that lost. I think if nothing else, they'll explain everything in the Rebirth specials.
Oh, you want to know something I'm upset about? As a person that buys digital. And now, I want to give DC credit when it comes to the digital stuff. They don't force it down your throat like Marvel. But at the same... And they do a lot of exclusive digital first stuff. But regards to Rebirth, you have to pick up the physical copy to get all the extra perks. And I think it should have been kind of the other way around. But whatever. I actually have to go to the store and buy it. A physical copy. I'm not happy. I have to leave my house.
I would. Are they selling? Well, what sells more, physical or digital?
It must be digital because, according to Diamond, they're getting their butt kicked every freaking month by Marvel, but they're still staying afloat somehow.
But maybe that's why they did it that way.
I don't know. I don't like it. No. Gotta get with the 21st century, man.
Hey. You
can't shaft you. I mean, that's how a lot of the younger kids do it on their phones and stuff. So if you really want the hearts and minds of younger people, you have to make it accessible to the technology that they use the most.
And even those old people like Lilith Hellfire.
I know, I'll be 30 this year, so yeah, I'm officially old.
Oh. I can't talk. I can't talk. I'm closer to 40 than I'm 30, so.
No, you're right in the middle, aren't you?
Oh, no, I just turned 38 last week.
See, you could have just said you're right in the middle. You're right in the middle till you're 40.
Till the actual day, yes.
Oh, so yeah. But I just kind of want to throw that out there in case any of the, people are out there listening. If you really want the hearts and minds, you have to adapt to the technology. Don't get left behind.
If DC, they probably want people to buy both.
Well, then do what Marvel does. That's the one thing that I do like about Marvel as a person that buys digitally.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's the thing. I'm surprised DC didn't put like some exclusive stuff in the physical books and some exclusive in the digital, so you did have to get both.
Don't give them ideas, Phil. Now, great. Now we're gonna be like halfway into the freaking Rebirth, and they're gonna implement that policy.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing with Marvel. I mean, every book's like $3.99, but you get a digital code with every book.
Yeah. But we can't have hold the line at $2.99 and have a digital copy. So.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. Anyway, continue. Sorry.
That's okay. You said you did get Batgirl 50?
I did, because it was a 50. A late 50.
Oh, yeah.
You can tell that this was kind of a Bon Voyage kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how I feel about that.
Huh?
Because I wasn't really digging the arc that was happening. So it's just like...
Yeah.
It's like Avenger Assemble? I mean, basically that's what it was. Everybody kind of banded together or whatever. And I'm just like...
I mean, it was a decent enough story, but yeah, you could tell they're batting clean up and, all these villains that were so dangerous, all of a sudden she just takes they take down everybody in one issue.
No more Batgirl of Burnside is basically the theme of this dang issue.
So is this getting 2 more issues before Rebirth since it's so late, or?
I don't know. I don't care either.
She even got her own 66 Batgirl cave too.
I know, and I was just like, that was a nice farewell gift. It's kind of like the ending of The Dark Knight Returns or whatever. It's like, oh, you just had to do it, didn't you? No, I mean, the art, like I have grown to love Babs Tarr, so her artwork and stuff. Like I said, I thought that this was an interesting experiment for Batgirl by kind of, quote unquote, de-aging her and really trying to craft a niche market for a certain demographic.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it turned off a lot of the older fans, so I don't know what to make of it. Of this experiment on DC side. I mean, they're kind of sort of keeping this little bit of her from what I can see in Rebirth with Batgirl and the Birds of Prey, right? But not in the solo title. So I don't know. Maybe they're trying to really decide.
Maybe. I mean, I think they like the visual, like the costume and everything. But yeah, who knows? I don't know if they're going to keep the whole.
Those boots have got to go. When it showed up at the end of what was that? The last Batman movie we reviewed, the animated one.
Oh yeah,
I was just like, no! You just see the boots and you just shiver. But anyway, I still thought this was a pretty solid issue. Again, current thing with the 50s, it really didn't need to be a plus size. I really didn't want to pay $5 for this.
Yeah, but they were tying up, then throw all those villains in there. And... So what did you think?
This is about a 3.25 for me.
Okay. I'm going to sound like a broken record, but it's probably another 3.5 for me.
I can see that. I'm just like, I just want my old Babs back. That's all. You know what I really wanted? I wanted a Babs and Dick book. I really did. Convergence gave me a taste of it, and I'm still waiting, and I'm going to be bitter until it happens.
That would seriously. I mean, that's a good idea. I mean, have your solo Batgirl book, have your solo Nightwing book, and then have a team up book. I mean, we got 20 million Batman, Superman, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. Give us a Nightwing Batgirl book.
I mean, if you really want to look towards the future, I mean, these two have really huge power fan bases, and I mean, if you want to hit that ka-ching button for something, that's something I could get behind.
Oh yeah, me too. DC.
I really hope somebody's listening to us, Phil.
And if they're gonna bring
such great ideas,
yeah, and if they're gonna bring back some romance, I mean, besides Clark and Lois, I mean, Bruce isn't getting married anytime soon.
You could at least get him some though. Dang.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. I mean, you could always take Batgirl and Nightwing, and I mean, even if you don't marry them off, get close.
Yeah.
At least living together.
Oh yeah.
So.
Sharing a cave. They can do what they do on Arrow. They can have matching bikes, or sometimes ride on the bike together. Big
panel van.
Dun, 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 dun. The 18 theme plays in the background. So did you get? I know you got Detective Comics, right?
Yes, I got Detective Comics. I
just couldn't after 50. I was just like, okay, that's the wrap up. That's the end of the DC universe. This is the end of the line for me with the 50s.
Yeah, but it's like it's not following continuity. Because I thought that the way they promoted this, I thought it was like, okay, it's Jim Gordon checking out something at his old army base, and he takes along the Batman suit he was wearing, okay. But just the way this story played out, it just seems like it's a story of Gordon from before Bruce came back.
Had to be.
Yeah, because like towards the end, he's got the old, he's got the haircut, he's got the no mustache, and then like towards the end, he wants the armor, so he calls them on the blimp and says, here, shoot me the armor, even though I'm halfway around the world.
So. I think that's why I didn't pick it up, because I was like, Gordon? Screw that, we just got Bruce back. What the hell?
Yeah, I know.
I'm so confused and disappointed.
I know, exactly. And then it's like next issue to be concluded. I'm like, yeah, no crap. This is 51. You better conclude it next issue.
I bet you they don't even really conclude it. I bet you it's a whimper instead of a bang. Well, how was the artwork?
I mean, the artwork was good, and I mean, it's kind of like a mystery, so.
Oh, so at least somebody got to do some detective work.
Yeah, it's like it's like a detective story, conspiracy thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Like some of the guys Gordon used to serve with are getting killed off, and
He next on the hit list.
well, he's tracking it down. He's tracking it down, and
I'm confused about something though.
mhm.
I don't know why people were like they couldn't find Wonder Woman Earth #1 because I was going to pick up that trade, and it was just like kind of nowhere to be found except for Amazon.
Huh? It was. I think it was in my store because I was going to ask you. Did you read it?
Yeah, I've read it. It's just everybody that I was talking to, I was like, "Oh my god, it's so good!" They were like, "Where'd you get it?" And I was like, "I've had it for 2 weeks. Don't kill me."
Yeah, no, it was in my store. I saw it physical, so.
Okay, cool, but because I know, like, it must have been a West Coast thing, because a lot of my friends were like, I can't find it. Maybe it just got sold out, and that's a good sign.
Yeah. So you read it? Is it good?
Oh, it's awesome.
Okay.
Morrison, come on, be serious.
Because I'm going to Barnes and Noble tomorrow. So should I pick it up?
I definitely think it's better if you've read any of the Wonder Woman New 52 stuff. It's just head and shoulders above the rest. This is the best Wonder Woman's been in like 11 years.
Well, I'm trying to get more into like Aquaman and Wonder Woman. So, as like a newer fan of Wonder Woman, is this something I should pick up?
Oh, this is definitely something you should pick up. The artwork is exquisite, and the stories are really deep and meaningful, and it doesn't lead you by the nose and treat you like you're stupid.
Okay.
And it's really kind of the vision that her, that William Marston had for her, and I just appreciate somebody being true to that. Because that's what Wonder Woman has been missing for quite a long time. Okay, yeah, then I'll definitely pick that up tomorrow. That's Grant Morrison, too. Yeah. I love all of his stuff. I love the Batman stuff. I love the Superman or Earth 1 stuff, too. So. Mm-hmm. Okay. But, yeah, Detective Comics, I think I gave it a 3.25. Ooh. Yikes. Yeah. It must have been a blah, blah week for your comic books. Like I said, there are some up, there are some down. So, you didn't get Green Arrow 51? Nope. I don't know. There was some good, there was some bad. I mean, you got to fight with Deathstroke. How did that come out? Well, let's just say on the last page, Oliver has a sword stuck through his chest. It's just trying to be like the TV show, right? I guess, but you know that what do you call it? The thing that makes him a werewolf spray. You know he's probably got a healing factor or something. No, he's just gonna drink some penicillin tea, and he's gonna say, "My will to live is greater than your sword," and then I'll know we're literally doing the Arrow TV show. But it's like he's in Nigeria. He's trying to track down that Dr. Miracle when there's like a like the leader of like these terrorists is like this big fat guy, and he's like, oh, he's like telling Oliver how he's going to take down Deathstroke. I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. You know who he should have found was dang Constantine and Swamp Thing, and maybe the Green could have cured him. Yeah. Come on, use your imagination, DC. But the last page, he got a big spoilers. He got a big sword. Deathstroke puts a sword through his chest. He's laying there on the ground with a sword in his chest. So I'm like, okay, watch. He's gonna have a healing factor at least for next issue, at least long enough to heal that one. He dies too, and then Connor Hawke is actually the real Green Arrow. Just like Lilith would love that. It depends on who writes Connor Hawke. Quite honestly, there was when he joined the Justice League, he was actually pretty tolerable, and there were some really great stories that came out of that. But the Grant Morrison stuff again. Common theme, and if you ask me, that's kind of yeah. Yeah, and it said next issue transfusion. I was like, because his sister's like kneeling right there. I'm like, oh boy, is he gonna get a transfusion? Like I said, be a little more imaginative than DC. That's all.
Come on, June.
So I'm so pumped for it. It's ridiculous. I don't know why. I shouldn't get my hopes up, and if it's better than I thought, it could just exceed my expectations. But no, it's like literally all my hopes and dreams are piled on Rebirth, and it's gonna crumble under the weight.
All right, but yeah, Green Arrow. I think it's another 3.25.
Wow, Phil.
And for like a battle with Deathstroke, it should at least be a half. Should be a 3.5, but I don't know.
How was Deathstroke's characterization though?
Honestly, I thought it was a little better than in his own book actually. Because remember, I told you last issue with Deathstroke, I thought, oh man, he's just being led around by his nose, and he doesn't seem as smart as Deathstroke should be. Mm-hmm. He seemed a little smarter and a lot more capable in this issue. So yeah, actually.
Question: did he use the phrase "I keep my promises" or call Oliver Cage?
No.
Okay, I might actually pick this up then.
Did he have an Australian accent? No.
Anyway, where you want to go to next?
All right, I got 2. I think you have both of these.
I was thinking Batman Beyond.
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
All right, Batman Beyond 11.
Sure.
Yeah.
This was pretty good for me.
Mm-hmm. Why? Because of the Justice League?
Yeah, basically. It kind of was giving me the cartoon feel.
Mm-hmm.
And that if you guys haven't seen Batman Beyond the animated series, it is so freaking good. And you also kind of have to watch Static Shock with it and Justice League Unlimited because they have the crossovers and they're still awesome. Even like 10, 15 years later.
Mm-hmm. Yep, have them all on DVD.
Yep. I really enjoyed everything about this. I think this is like a tie for my pick of the week between this and Swamp Thing. So I just really appreciated the characterization and the creativity in this issue. I'm like, well, you guys are getting ready to get wiped off the face of the planet, and now you bring out all the good stuff, really?
Well, I mean, we're keeping the same creative team, I think, on once Rebirth hits on this. So.
Oh, okay, that's good to know.
At least Dan Jurgens. I think the art team's staying, but yeah, I know definitely Dan Jurgens is staying. So.
Oh, so that means we'll still probably get a taste of the development and all that stuff. That's good.
Yeah, I was gonna say basically it'll probably be business as usual, unless they bring Terry back.
About that quote unquote new power.
What new power?
That's what I was saying. I was reading the blurb and I'm like, okay, what's gonna happen? Nothing. Okay, that's fine.
So what?
Blurbs are so damn misleading. I get so frustrated. But other than that, this is really solid, and I love the end panel where it's like, next issue, meltdown. I'm like, who is this? CP? What is this? It was great. I think it has lost some of its futuristic vibes, though. Unfortunately, and I think that was one of the key selling points for me about Batman Beyond. Yeah,
maybe that's one of the things they'll change when Rebirth hits. Is maybe all the cities and stuff will get rebuilt. And...
Yeah, still really good, solid. Like I said, still a good, solid story. My pick of the week, it's a 4.
Yeah, I agree with the 4.
I really enjoyed the coloring in this issue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was fighting too, but yeah, I think this might have to be my pick of the week also.
He's finally kind of grown into it, and I was just like, it's a shame that, we're going to be resetting, because it took forever for him to grow into it.
So, is this your pick of the week, or did you say you had 2?
It's Swamp Thing. It was a tie.
Okay.
Swamp Thing.
All right, well, let's get the Swamp Thing number 4 then.
I really like the artwork. It reminded me of He-Man.
Huh?
No, that's a good thing. The artwork is really great on that title.
Is it Kelly Jones or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, I mean that's not who does He-Man, but that's who did this one.
Yeah, I didn't know if he did He-Man or not, but yeah, it gives me the Batman vibe because he drew Batman in the 90s for a while.
Oh yeah, that's right. I don't know. Like, it's always like I just feel so bad for Swamp Thing because it's never anything good. It's always something dark and sinister for this poor guy.
She told you there's going to be a price.
Right? But I really dig it returning to its old school horror roots, man. Like, the best. Let Swamp Thing be Swamp Thing.
Naked Zatanna, you know.
Nothing wrong with that. I don't know, like it has an adult vibe and it's mature, but like not in a gratuitous way, but just like, oh hey, yeah, we respect that you're not, you know, a 13-year-old boy lusting over Harley Quinn's boobs and butt.
It's sophisticated suspense.
Dude, seriously, they should have slapped that on the cover. No,
yes.
No. Hashtag Newcastle Crew joke. Oh, but no, I really enjoyed the story. It was so freaking good. It's only 2 more issues, and I really hope they find room for Swamp Thing in one of the new rollout phases of Rebirth.
Yeah, he should be a recurring character in the new Hellblazer book.
Actually, I think the first arc is Constantine and Swamp Thing, though.
Well, good. Keep it going after that.
I know, right? And then, you know, they could find Zatanna along the way, and then maybe pull Dr. Fate from one of the other Earths that's actually Dr. Fate.
Mm-hmm. A good Dr. Fate.
An older Dr. Fate, a more mature, experienced Dr. Fate. So, yeah, I have nothing but good things to say about this issue.
Oh, yeah. It's another 4 for me.
It's a 4.25 for me. Like I said, the artwork just did a little something extra for me. I can't get over how I wasn't expecting anything out of Swamp Thing because of all the previous tries that they had tried to do since the 80s.
Uh-huh.
And it was just like it totally like really blew me away from the first issue, and they've really kept up that pace. And I just want to say good job to Lynn Wein and Kelly Jones.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I like the pace, maybe because it's a 6-issue miniseries. You know, so they don't have time to sit around. So they, you know, we got the zombie story. Now we got this. You know.
Yeah. I think even if it hadn't been 6 issues, they still would have had this pace.
It'd be nice if most of the books had this pace, but
then they burn through story way too quickly. And like I said, like we've been saying, like they need to stop writing for the trades.
Yes.
I guess. Like, I miss the old school trades where it'd be like, okay, it's like 4 issues from here, and then it's like 6 issues. You know what I mean? Instead of like a straight through, like basically maxi series for all intent and purposes.
Yes.
Not everything needs to be that.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. So yeah, I think that's about it, right?
Yeah, that's everything I have.
Cool beans.
And you gave a big thumbs up to Wonder Woman Earth 1.
Yeah, it's really good, guys.
That sold me. Like I said, I'm gonna be at Barnes and Noble tomorrow, so I'll pick that up.
Oh, and for the Green Lantern people, the Lost Army Volume 1 is out too. In paperback. So I actually have Wonder Woman Earth 1 in hardcover. So
ooh.
Yeah. I almost get almost all of Grant Morrison's stuff in hardcover if I can.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was going to say, all the Earth... Well, I have the Batman and Superman Earth ones, and they're on hardcover.
Yeah. Can't recommend that series enough, honestly. So, yeah.
Alright. Well, let's get out of here, then. Send us your thoughts on these issues, your hopes, your dreams for Rebirth. Email us, worldsfinestpod@gmail.com. On Facebook, we're World's Finest Podcast. Twitter is @worldsfinestpod. And our shared Instagram is World's Finest Roundup. And Lilith, where can people find you?
You guys can find me on Twitter @LilithHellfire. If you have Tumblr, it's lilithhellfire.tumblr.com. You can check out my website, LilPelfire.com, and you can also email me, LilPelfire@LilPelfire.com. You can catch me on Channel 52, which is a podcast dedicated to all the news related to DC Comics, TV shows, comic books, movies, the cartoon universe, and stuff like that. And you can also hear me on Newcastle Crew, who Phil also hosts with me over there. So we look forward to having you listen to that.
All right, and as for me, you could always email me, nightwingpdp@gmail.com. On Twitter, I am at nightwingpdp, where you can usually find me live tweeting the DC shows, TV shows when they're live. You know, when CW decides to put some of them on.
Well, blame March Madness. I mean, I wouldn't want to, have the ratings be bad, even though it's not their fault.
Yeah, no, but it was just like, for 1 week we had all 3 shows, and then Flash took a break, and now Arrow's taking a break after this week, and Legends is the only one on next week.
Well, good for Legends.
Hey, Jonah Hex next week, I believe.
I thought that was this week.
No, they
Magnificent Eight?
Yeah, no, that's next week.
Ooh, good. Okay.
Well, this week coming up. Yeah, no, this week they kidnapped a young Perdegaton.
Oh, I heard Ray had a baby mama close baby mama drama call.
Well, yeah, he thought his great granddaughter created like the robots that enslaved humanity, but it turns out no. It turns out he has a brother.
Oh, Legends of Tomorrow, what are we gonna do with you?
I was like, oh, because he's like, oh no, he must have went to work for Palmer Tech, and I was like, oh god, don't tell me it's like a twin brother or something.
Felicity banged him then.
Felicity's
fault as far as I'm concerned.
Felicity's banged us all.
You never lied.
Anyway, come back next week, everyone. And remember, the good times are coming. Come join me and Lilith dancing on Casual Friday Superman's grave. Good night.